One of the things I love about Tarantino films is the actors. Tarantino has seemingly always had this power to just cast the exact perfect actor in almost every single role. From popular powerhouses like Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, and Margot Robbie, to underrated actors like Steve Buscemi and Don Johnson and Margaret Qualley. Bringing out the best in almost every performance, the all-star dialogue of Tarantino has led to some of the best performances of all time. In a world where new actors rising to stardom every day, sadly, a lot of actors are also being forgotten. However, with the power of dialogue and great direction, Tarantino has seemingly resurrected many careers over time. Today, I'm going to focus on two: John Travolta and Robert Forster. Does Tarantino try to save careers on purpose, or is it just kind of a coincidence? Sit back, relax, and let's try to figure it out. So for anyone who doesn't know, Tarantino was a huge movie fan and watches movies you probably wouldn't even think he would. Just like everyone watching this video, I imagine Tarantino has those movie moments where he just goes, wow, that actor was really good. So when Tarantino says he has a long list of actors, it probably means there's a lot of actors he's seen throughout the years that he wants to consider casting at some point.
My list is really long.
Right.
All right, I have a good memory, and Robert Forster's on that list, and a lot of people are on that list, and you only have to be a good actor.
A lot of times in Hollywood films nowadays, large PR teams sit down and think about, oh, which actor is the most popular and who will bring the most attention and all of that stuff, who's the most relevant. Not Tarantino, though. From what I hear in this interview, it sounds like he doesn't worry about that, and he just wants the best performance. Add that super long list of actors who he likes, and that's probably a big part of it. Jonah Hill is a KKK member? Sure, I guess. Steve Buscemi is a bank robber? That works too, whatever you think is best. It's this desire for good performances over popularity that plays a big part in casting Tarantino movies.
Also, Robert Forster, who I remember from Banyan.
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah, Robert Forster. He was the star of a show in the early 70s called Banyan.
Our first example is Robert Forster, who plays Max Cherry in Tarantino's third film, Jackie Brown. Max is one of my favorite characters in this film because he brings so much warmth to the movie, especially when everyone else is like just so damn badass. Starting his career in 1967, Forster became popular for a lot of his TV work, including his 1971 show Banyan. However, after a few years of success, Forster fell into a slump, stating even himself that his career was kind of underwater. Running into Tarantino at the auditions for Reservoir Dogs, unfortunately, Forster didn't get the part of Joe as he hoped for, but Tarantino told him that he wouldn't forget him, and 6 years later, Tarantino surprised Forster at the coffee shop he went to every day with the script for Jackie Brown. Articles stated that Forster broke out despite working in the industry for over a decade prior. Forster would go on to get an Oscar nomination for the role of Max Cherry, as well as go on to have a steady career for the rest of his life, including a really good performance in my personal favorite show of all time, Breaking Bad. Don't at me. Starting off his career in 1972, John Travolta starred in a lot of good films early on and a movie called Grease. Say what you will about Grease though, it's a very popular movie, and till this day we still hear people sing all the songs, even if they're not that good, but it's a really popular Travolta film along with Saturday Night Fever. After a string of solid films and performances, Travolta went on to perform 82 episodes on a show called Welcome Back, Kotter. But just like that dude A-Train, everyone's bound to slow down. With his career falling into a slump, Travolta's career got a second win when he was cast in Quentin Tarantino's second major film, Pulp Fiction. Being a big fan of Travolta's film Blowout, Tarantino knew he wanted Travolta for the role, and according to IMDb, even turned down Daniel Day-Lewis for the role. What the heck, he was that confident in John. Here we see another example of a time where Tarantino saw an actor who he liked and set his heart on. Even when the studio told him not to do it, he didn't care. He wanted Travolta for this film.
You do great films, but in particular, you have rescued some 70 stars. You, of course, made a big star of John Travolta.
By no means am I saying that either of these two actors are bad. If you've seen both these films as well as countless others, you know that they're actually really good ones. There's just something about Tarantino where he knows what he likes and he wants to work with these people and he doesn't care what other people think. It's like I said, pick any actor who you really enjoy. And like for me, it's James McAvoy, right? Say that if in 10 years I'm a young director and I want to make a film, there's a chance James McAvoy might not be that popular. That doesn't make him any less of a good actor, it just makes him not as popular. I think that's a problem with Hollywood in general. Actors are popular and we see them in everything, and then they fall off and we see them in maybe a few small projects every once in a while, but that's it. I think what Hollywood can learn from Tarantino is that no matter how old an actor or their slump, good acting is something that doesn't go away overnight, and less popular actors or ones who might not be as relevant nowadays are still worthy of Oscar-caliber performances.
And the thing is, unfortunately, what happens a lot in Hollywood, especially when it comes to like studio films, is they kind of got that list. You have the same actors that keep showing up in every movie for the next 5 years, and after 5 years, some of them fall off and other people join it.
Thank you so much for watching, and tune in tomorrow for yet another Tarantino video. Hit that subscribe button and comment below what you think of Robert Forster and John Travolta. See you tomorrow.